Hey y'all. Hey. How are y'all doing? What's up? What's up? Hey, I don't know what that was. That's just like my hype. I didn't get a chance to play my hype music. So y'all just saw me getting live, hype on live. How are y'all doing? Greetings from beautiful, sunny Arizona. If you're just tuning in, my name is Melissa Berry, and I am your host of Real Talk with Melissa Berry. And I happen to be the queen of breaking news. Okay. But anyway, at least one of the queens. Okay. Um, Yes, trash can waves. Y'all listen to him, okay? He says hopefully they will be firing up them likes. Okay, make sure you're firing up those likes. Let me scooch up because y'all know I'm a little height challenged, just a little bit. Hope you guys are doing well. And if you're struggling with anything, I hope that I'm that little hour or so of peace and love and tranquility, and then you can go back to fighting those fights. Okay, but over here you ain't got to fight. Look at Miss Curl. Okay, so how y'all doing? So let me see. How's my day? Today was great. That's one thing about me, y'all. Like I'm the type of person that I appreciate life so much. I've seen people have some terrible days. I've had my own terrible days. So I'm to the point where I just choose to enjoy life. Like, so you will very rarely, I mean, it has to be something crazy major for me to come on here and say, oh my God, I had a horrible day. I might have had a horrible moment and we could talk about that. But generally speaking, I'm not going to do life like that. Life is beautiful. All my needs are met. Most of my wants are met. Listen, I can't complain. What did I do today? So I chilled most of the day. My mom and I, we went out to lunch, seafood. Okay, that's always special, always fun. It's a little overcast today, so we always sit out on the balcony, but we especially sat on the balcony today because it was nice and overcast a little bit for here. But yeah, it was a good day. Came back, son-in-law doing a little stuff around the house, hanging lights out back over the pool. Like we just doing stuff, okay? We just living. Hopefully you are doing the same, okay? Let's see. Let's say Trash Can Waves first, okay? He says, can't wait for it. Fire up them likes. Blessings, y'all. Hey, Shatika, how you doing, girl? Hope you're having a good day today. It's good to see you and thank you for your continued support always. Same thing, just me, Ma Extraordinaire. I've been calling her that from the beginning of live, like from the beginning of beginnings. Okay, she is here. And then of course, Trash Can Waves is Ma Extraordinaire 2.0. Kingsway Garden, and hello everyone. Greetings. Hey, Kingsway. Trash Can Waves. He's like, she is your queen bee. Okay. Bless Reborn. Good to see you, girl. Did you get your run in today? Or was that text from yesterday? I can't tell if that was today. I think you did today. I think you ran today. Either way, go girl, you're killing it. Keep up the good work. So anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all that much. Okay. She's like, hey, Trash Can Waves. And she like, hey, y'all actually might know each other, okay? Because y'all in the same vicinity, just me and Trash Can Waves. Y'all, these studio lights are kicking my butt today. I thought I turned the air up, but I mean down. Yeah, I thought I turned the air down because when I usually go live, I make it like 60 something degrees to kind of offset these lights. But listen, it ain't happening today. So your girl a little anyway. About to go in the church hymn. I can feel it. I had some good day. Listen, come on now, but I can't complain. Nah, I don't know. No, I know you don't know him, honey. I know you don't. I'm just saying. I'm just talking. So anyway, that's right, Trash Can Waves. Listen, I can't complain. You know what? I can, but I refuse to. Y'all, living too well to be complaining. Anyway, NT way. Here's for life. That's just a turn up for life. All right, let's jump right into the news. My friends, while we were on yesterday, did y'all know that there was a drive-by mass pow pow going on in Aurora, California, Colorado? I didn't know that because y'all know I would have reported it. Well, Aurora, Colorado, there were 6 teenagers were taken to the hospital after a drive-by shooting at Nome Park on Monday afternoon. The victims were between the ages of 14 and 18, and they all attended Aurora Central High School, which is located wherever it's located. And at the time of the story, the perimeter of the school has now been secured, locked down, that whole thing. One child was in an emergency surgery, so that's a serious injury. It has not been reported that any of those children have passed away, but an 18-year-old victim with minor injuries got to the hospital on their own after the incident. So, drive-by shooting at the high school. Aurora Aurora PD released the gender and the ages, and what we find out is there's a male that's 14, a female that's 15, a male and a female that's 16, and then we have a male and a female that are 17 and 18 years old. They're babies. It sounds like they were hanging out after school. Something happened, but allegedly they are shooting. I heard nothing about it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you heard about this, but also let me know if we've just gotten so desensitized to this where it's like, oh, another shooting, not going to report on it. I heard nothing about this, which is weird. He said, I got one of those faces. Hello, everyone. Hey, Ruby, good to see you. So yeah, I was quite surprised to find that out. So I was like, okay, are we just really that desensitized to the point where it just really is what it is? Where 6 kids can be victims of a drive-by shooting and it doesn't make breaking news. And I understand it happens all the time in inner cities. I tell you guys that all the time. Where I grew up, it was at least a monthly occurrence. However, with everyone, on their campaign with the guns and everything else like that, I was just like, oh, okay. One witness described hearing 30 to 50 gunshots, the kids scattered. So yeah, that's what it sounds like. The public schools sent out an email, an automated message to communicate the dismissal of the students to all the parents. Man, that is one thing that is a blessing and a curse in certain ways. I like the fact that when things happen at my kids' school, they can text me immediately and they can say, hey, this is what's going on. I'm okay, whatever. The flip side of that, or in addition to that, I like the fact that the school can let me know immediately because, back in my day, your parents either never knew or they knew when we went home and told them. There was no automatic phone calls or anything, as some of you know. So I do like the fact that we have the automated calls and, but as a parent, I can't imagine because thankfully, knock on wood, we've had very minor incidents, but nothing major in the sense of someone getting injured or hurt. But I can't imagine knowing there's kids that are actually injured and you don't know where your kid is at. That's why I'm an advocate for cell phones for kids, especially middle school and high school, to just kind of be like, listen, I'm under the desk. I'm fine. Absolutely, positively. Even when I taught, I'm team keep your phone as long as it's not a distraction to me. I know some teachers lose everything in them over these doggone cell phones. That just wasn't me. I could care less. Trash can waves, but I knew you had something to say. But those gun-free zones, how could this ever happen where guns aren't allowed? Didn't see the signs. It probably was either someone that, well, obviously, it was probably someone that went to the school or just a random person going around. Hopefully that's not it because that's going to breed terror and fear and everything. So we have to, wait and see for the story to continue to unfold to find out, okay, who is doing this random shooting? Okay. Hello, miss. Hello, Limaruru. So anyway, yeah, y'all, I was just kind of shocked to find out that as we were unfolding yesterday's breaking news, that there was actually a drive-by shooting that I missed. All right, moving on. Moving on to the story that continues to give and is going to continue to give. As I said, yesterday I said this story is going to grab some skates and skate in the skating rink. Well, today it's going to get in the pilot seat and blast off. Okay. This story continues to roll and roll and roll. And speaking of rolling and speaking of, just all this with Travis Scott, Nike postpones the next Travis Scott drop, the shoes. So you see the shoes down there. They they're citing that, they feel like it would be insensitive to the people that were there, people that were injured, everyone involved, to then just go and release these shoes. Leave a comment down below. Are you like, give us our shoes, or are you like, business is business, and we understand that this would be bad business for Nike and Travis Scott? Let me know what you think. Here's the thing. I think that this situation is such a crap show that it really don't matter whether you release them or not. It'll just be one more thing piled onto it. So me personally, I don't care whether you release them or hold them, because you're going to be damned if you do and damned if you don't. That's just my opinion. In other words, he's in a hole, sunken so deep at this point. Releasing the doggone shoes, if anything, it's going to hurt the brand, because people won't buy it because they're mad at him right now. Notice I said right now. So yeah. All right. Trash can waves, I think those are a bunch of trolls right there. But anyway, I don't care how they treat the devil word. Yeah, like, I don't care. Release the shoes. Hey, Melissa. Hey, fam. Hey, everyone in chat. Hey, Kombucha. I feel the same way. I think he's so deep down in doo-doo that it don't even matter whether they release the shoes or not. Ain't nobody worried about them ugly shoes or Travis. That's what I'm trying to say, Kombucha. So we all the same. Child, please. We like, release them or not. We really don't care. Well, the other part of the story is that officials decline a third-party investigation into the Astroworld tragedy. I guess people were calling for a third party because they don't trust the Houston PD, and he has said it. The police chief has said it a few times in his press conference, and he was like, I'm paraphrasing, but at one point he was like, yeah, independent investigators, that's like a buzzword that everybody's using, but they don't know what it means, and I'm against it. And that's what he said. He denounced it from jump. And so now it's being confirmed that there will be no third party investigations as far as that tragedy is concerned. Ruby King wants to know, is Drake going through the same thing that Travis is going through? Probably not. Drake, to me, has a better PR team from jump. Drake has been completely silent. Y'all come after me if you want, but we have not heard from Drake. And I think that is the best reaction that should have happened. You had Kylie Jenner saying something, this one saying something, Travis saying something. He should have just laid low and shut up. Not that it would have made a difference, but to answer your question, squeaky wheel gets the oil. Well, that's usually used as a positive term, but I also think that in this case, Travis is the squeaky wheel and he's getting all the oil. They just okay, you think they're on Facebook? I don't know, it's just weird. Their comments are weird, but keep them, I guess. What's up, track? Jeez, and I'm not drinking today, I promise. Professor Black Ops, cybersecurity for the people. Hey, good to see you. Thank you for joining in and saying hi and all that good stuff. I don't know, Trash Can Waves, their comments are just weird and off. I don't know. But anyway, way up at the top, scroll up. So anyway, they're out the way. It don't matter at this point. So anyway, so I think we all agree, like, who cares? Nobody cares. Release the shoes or not, whatever, he's just having a bad moment. Well, I can tell you who is not having a bad moment. Okay. Miss Fortnite has moved on quickly, swiftly, and professionally. Miss Fortnite said, okay, we got to get this heat off this Travis Scott, Astroworld foolishness. And we have to make sure that we keep the kids happy. And I'm telling you, with the influx of popularity, and I think it was already popular, but I think there definitely has been a distinct influx of interest for anime, Naruto, all of that. So Fortnite has introduced a collaboration with Naruto, which includes more than just skins. And so I explained this before, talking about Fortnite, what the skins are. It just gives the kids the ability to make their avatar these little characters and stuff like that. So I'm excited for the kids, because they basically are just continuing to reinvent themselves. You understand me? Fortnite is like, okay, bye, Travis. We out of here. So let's play the Naruto. I always say, listen, do not get on me. My kids, my cousin, and everyone gets on me the way I say it. Okay. Naruto. I don't care. I said what I said. My mouth don't do that. Hey, just dropping in. Hey, no problem. We just literally going into our second or third story. No problem, Pam. Um, Trash Can Waves is hating. I thought he was a good friend, but nope. He's hating. Let's look at this trailer. I don't know if YouTube will like it or not. Who knows? But let's look at this trailer. Here we go. There you go. Those of you that watch it, it all makes sense to you. It all makes sense to you, okay? Um Pamela, so you're greeting each other. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Melissa, you're looking exceptional, beautiful tonight. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vaughn. Kombucha, I've been a fan for years. Good. So, Trash Can Waves, do you play Fortnite? I know my kids play Fortnite and they are fans of Naruto. Whatever. So we're greeting each other. Hello, hello. Hey, she stole my thunder. So yeah, my friends, that is exciting. The shade, Melissa, you want to get the shade, Melissa. You want to get in on anime. You know what? I'm surrounded by all the anime people. Like I said, my kids, my cousin, and my husband, he watches it. And I just be sitting there like, and then I just moonwalk to another area of the house and watch TV there. Okay. I can't do it. I can't do it. So I just don't get it. And it's okay, And to be honest with you, I haven't really sat down and watched the full episode. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I don't know. Whatever. So you're wearing my favorite color. I love. Thank you. I stopped playing games at Nintendo 64. Yeah, right. Natasha Vincent, y'all are laughing. So yeah, y'all, that is some really exciting news for those of you that love Naruto and Fortnite. They have collabed. So yeah. Were you guys so moving on? Were you guys panicking today? Because panicking why, Melissa? Snapchat, Spotify users reported a wide range outage. Okay. And so many Snapchatters were having trouble using the app. And Snapchat tweeted out, like, hey, chill out. We know that you're having problems. Hang tight. We're working on it. But in the meantime, just stay logged in and just keep refreshing, basically. I don't Snapchat, so it didn't bother me one bit. And I don't use Spotify, so that didn't bother me one bit. But leave a comment down below. Did you notice that it was down? Was it like a really did it throw a wrench in your day? I know some people use Spotify while they're at work or whatever, and then some of y'all just snap all day long. Okay, so let me know. I can only play Pac-Man. Listen, Pam, Pamela, I'm best friend of you already, Pam. So yeah, I do. I like Pac-Man. I could do Pac-Man. But I got a little bit more games in my repertoire. Live reaction time. What are we reaction to? Soul Family. What do you want? Hey, Soul Family. What do you want a reaction to? What are we gonna say? Um, I'm with Pamela. That's the only game I can play. That's so funny. Soul fam, what's up? What's up? What's up? Good to see you in here as well. Thank you for your continued support. I know you busy. All y'all, most of y'all in this chat are busy on your own channels. And I love the fact that we can go hot, skip, and jump into each other's lives in support. So yeah, let me know if you guys survived the Snapchat Spotify outage of 2020. 20. Oh, live reaction. Okay, I'll do that. That'll be funny. Y'all will be cracking up because y'all listen, Trash Can Wings. You already know I'm slow on the uptake as it comes to movies. So I think I'll really be like, shh, and you'll be so frustrated. So I should do live reactions because you'd be like, Melissa, and my kids and my husband and my cousin, they sit and talk about it like it's a soap opera. And I'm like, yeah, they talking about that anime. I noticed Spotify was down for a bit. I listened while working, got me some serious classic R&B playlists. Yep, I knew that's what a lot of us grown folk would miss. I'm a Sims player. Me too, Blessed Reborn. We need to play together one day. Okay, we need to play Sims together one day. Trash Can Waves. Afternoon, evening. So we're greeting each other. Stream year was also down, causing everyone all kinds of pains. Yes, that was what I was going to segue into. StreamYard has actually been cutting up for the past couple of days, if you ask me. I've never really had any glitches on StreamYard, and we have the ultimate zoom, zoom, zoom level of internet and, the plan and everything. So I knew something was up. I think with StreamYard, today was just when it hit the head. And so where it just took a toll on so many people. People were complaining and they tweeted out that StreamYard ended their lives. They can't find their videos. They were going through it. They are now up as well. Kombucha, hello. You and my mom say the same. She called Pokemon. See, come on now. I don't say at least I know Pokemon. Jeez. And I'm slightly old enough to be your mom. Well, kind of. I would have been a fast teenager if I was your mom, but pretty darn close. Oh, you're also welcome. Thank you. I wasn't even going to get you. She stole my thunder. Greetings. XDMC, what up, Leia? What up? What up? So yeah, y'all. I said, I wonder if anybody else was affected by this outage because, like I said, I don't snap, so I was just like, and I don't really use Spotify at home, so I was good. So, yeah. Let's see what the chat is saying. What is Sims? Don't laugh at me. I'm old school. Girl, that's going to be a whole conversation, Miss Ruby. Sims is basically it's short for simulation. Or it can be short for simulation. It's probably not short for simulation, but it's a simulation game where you kind of control humans in this fake world, basically. And they can have babies, they can have families, they can have children. It's the best game ever. Trash Can Waves is looking and laughing. Yes, child, fast. Okay. Anyway, speaking of fast, if you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. You guys are here. You're enjoying yourselves. Go ahead and hit the like button. Trash Can Waves has been imploring you guys to do it. Make sure you do it. It's cheap. It's free. Okay. And if you've been joining in and you're catching my replays, hey, replay gang, how you doing? You already know. Go ahead and leave a comment because I always reply to you guys. So yeah, go ahead right now. Do it. The jury in the Rittenhouse trial asked for pages that cover self-defense and provocation, crimes requiring intent to kill and first-degree reckless homicide. Somebody about to walk, of course. I'm probably old enough to be most of y'all's grandma. Yes, Ruby, I remember you saying your age, and I think so. My 16-year-old son is into anime. I wonder why. Listen, Vaughn, so is mine. Melissa, have you done a 100 baby challenge on Sims game? I have not, but I want to. I actually want to get my Sims game started. I'm just trying to figure out how. I'm on a Mac, okay? So I stream from a Mac, and they are very limited in a lot of things. So I have to get another camera, all this other crap. So yeah. Fire them likes up, Trash Can Wave says. Yeah, my man getting off. Yeah, he's getting off. He absolutely is. So anyway, let me see what's next in the lineup. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long today. I promise you I'm not. But one thing we're gonna get into every time we meet is this. Boom! Okay, listen. It's ridiculous news time. If you have not caught the stream yesterday's ridiculous news was absolutely ridiculous. And today's does not disappoint as well. So, let me get their name correct because I really don't want to get their names mixed up. But this is Haley Custer of Wickenburg, Arizona, which is about 2 hours from me, not very far at all. I didn't know when I picked out this article that they were so close. It makes me want to go try to find them and go, you are stupid. Anyway, this is Haley Custer and her baby's father. Well, she is a woman who helped deliver her best friend's baby. Then she discovered it's her husband who is the father after spotting a birth defect that is identical to his on the infant's neck. Yes, that's right. She was delivering her best friend's baby only to look on the neck and was like, that looks like my husband's birthmark. And then come to find out, that's what it was. Now, let's see. My favorite part is the comments. Hallie and Bailey, no. What the funk says, not the what all sound effect. Listen, y'all. Haley, she's 23. Like I said, the administrator said she had no idea her close friend, who she doesn't want to name, and her husband. Oh, she a friend. Cause listen, okay. Her husband, Travis Bowling, were having an affair behind her back. She claimed she helped to deliver her own husband's baby. Right. That was a little slow. Bruh. Thank you. She claimed to help her deliver her husband's own baby, and only became suspicious when she saw the birthmark. The defect is an extra piece of cartilage that grows out of the side of the neck. Listen, if that's not specific, I don't know what is. An extra piece of cartilage that grows out of the neck. Listen, Travis did not expect the little baby to get the extra cartilage situation, but he did. That's karma. That's God. God said, oh, okay, Lord. And the girl, listen, I don't even know. The defect, okay, so I said that. She says she was there every step of the way during the pregnancy and birth, and even gave the baby its first bath. Y'all, if this isn't ridiculous, I don't know what is. This beats yesterday's ridiculous story, because yesterday's was a bit ridiculous, but today, listen, exactly, XDMC, scandalous, okay? Von Bryant, score one up the board for 2A advocates. Okay, we're talking about the gun thing. You getting good with the sound effects. Listen, Trash, what the funk? I've never had them, because my husband bought me this Stream Deck. This is totally off base, but my husband bought this for me like at least 2 years ago. But being a Mac user and using StreamYard, it was not compatible. So it sat in a box, literally sat in a box for 2 years. Then I said, well, you know what? Let me see if there's ways that I can use it and it can become more compatible. So as I was looking for more ways, a couple of the ways were I would have to spend more money. And I was like, I'm not spending more money just because that's the only reason why I want it. I only want it from the sound. I don't need it to switch scenes and all of that. I do that, whatever. Long story short, Stream Deck and StreamYard finally have integrated themselves. And now I can use the doggone thing. Okay. So yes, I don't know if it's a matter of me being good or a matter of me being able to use it, because I couldn't use it up until maybe about 2 weeks ago. So anyway, did they take a paternity test? Listen, there's no need to with cartilage neck. You getting good with the sound effects? We're talking about the 2A. Scandalous. Did the baby have a tan and waves in his hair? Listen, if that baby came out with wave check, you know what, Vaughn? You know what, XDMC? I need to email you, because that is one of the problems. I'm on a Mac, and so let me show y'all. I'm gonna have. It's not projecting. It's coming out of my Mac speaker, and it's not coming out of whatever. So that's as loud as I can get. And so my husband's saying he has to buy something or another, but I'm sure there's a shortcut. But I hear you, XDMC. I still have fun with it. I do this every time I think I'm saying something profound, like I am now. Okay. Anyway, that's enough of that. XDMC, she got Arabic in her family, although it's her great grandmother. Listen, I don't think that I would even ask for. First of all, they knew they were doing it. Okay. They knew they were having a whole love affair. So there's no need for no DNA test, especially when you got cartilage. I'm not trying to pick on nobody's birth defect because they can't help that. But when you have a whole cartilage birth defect that matches the father, that is distinct. Like that's almost like, like a red patch in the same spot. Come on now. I don't need a DNA test for that. It's hard to roll dough and chat, but y'all are so messy tonight. What are you cooking? Let us know. Is it for the plant-based? Are you filming plant-based treat? Let us know. I like the Law and Order sound. Me too. Listen, but this is also my favorite. This is what she said. This is what happened when she delivered the baby. That is kind of low. I think. Let me check real quick. Hold on. Now that felt kind of low. Nope. Oh, I can turn that up some. All right, there we go. Blind guy, his wife, they're alive. Trash can waves is like, come on in. Did my super sticker go through, sis? Oh my gosh, we so busy being messy. Pamela, they so messy today. Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate you 100%. Thank you guys for sending your super sticker, and I appreciate your super sticker and just your support. Always coming in and supporting you, girl. I love it. Thank you so much. It did go through. The baby moon walked out the room. Listen, moon walked right out the womb with them waves. Why are you giving me that? What's that thing called? Tongue twister. Anyway, you've been an hour early. Listen, Shannon, where are you? Y'all, listen, help y'all cousin out. How long has what's that thing called? Daylight savings been? How long that's been? Girl, I have been an hour early for you since daylight savings. I have explained it about 4 times since daylight savings. Does that mean you've been missing my lives? That's okay. You here right now. Love you always. All right. So shout out to Pam. She outdo the Martin's wife all the way. I have 3 generations with the mole on the left side. Listen, left hand in the same place. Come on now. I'm heading to a different area at work. Be right back. Okay, we be here. Do we need to whisper? Okay. Honey, I noticed I'm cracking up. Forgive me. I've been sick. Aw. Trash can waves. Y'all are laughing. Y'all, we gonna whisper. Great timing. Dang, I know. How she be doing that? It's just talent. See, and then it didn't do it that time. Talking about it's just talent. And they have to say, nope, not this time. Humble yourself, my child. Anyway, so yeah, y'all listen. What if the baby was black? I don't think the baby was black. That would have been enough. But to sit up there and deliver your best friend's baby, child, please. Anyway, I love you. I'm cracking up. Don't do me like that. Listen, the only person that's gonna get it all right now is Sevi, cause her so cute. But you, okay, whatever. I ain't gonna do you like that. Anyway, Coach Hicks said you dramatic with the sound bites. Look, I can't help it. Welcome. You're a little late. But I love you. Anyway, what if the baby was Asian? Child, bless reborn with the spirit. Don't make me run through this room. Listen, it really don't matter. Whatever he looked like, that's what it's gonna be, because that's his baby. He the pappy with the same birth defect. Come on now, or birth mark. Listen, child, please. Child, please, in Melissa's voice. My mother loves when I say there's a few things my mother be cracking up. She's like, you that child, please. Listen, child, please. Child, please. Uh Brother out here working. Okay, work. Okay, I can't do that. So, second ridiculous story, because that was enough. Okay, that was enough. This one, let's see what y'all say. In New Hampshire, so I got a couple of educators on the line. Me being a former educator, always educating on this channel though. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A New Hampshire a high school student sues the district and principal. Coach Hicks, you just be quiet on this. You don't say one thing. Job security. Don't you say one blasted thing. Text me and I'll say whatever it is that you need me to say, but you don't say nothing. You hear me? Anyway, a New Hampshire high school student sues the district and principal after he was suspended for saying there are only two genders on the school bus and in text messages with another student. Remember, y'all, this is the segment where we're talking about ridiculous news. That's right, you heard it. He was texting another student and he said it on the school bus. There's only two genders. The student athlete is suing his school district after he was suspended from a football game for expressing his views that there were only two genders. The lawsuit says suspension was in violation of the student's constitutional right to free speech because he expressed his religious beliefs. The student identified only as MP wants Exeter High School to stop enforcing gender non-conforming student policy. The policy says students have the right to be addressed by name and pronoun that relates to their gender identity and penalize, oh, wow, and penalize students who do not comply. Wow. A female student who overheard the conversation said there were more than two genders, in which MP argued there are only two genders. Soon after the bus incident, the two students got into a text exchange about gender identity, which were given to school staff. He was set up. The lawsuit claims the school policy infringes on the students' freedom of speech and religious rights because he expressed his capital beliefs. Y'all heard me. Bless Reborn says he's gonna win. My last comment was on the other subject. Okay, I'll go up and see. He's gonna win. Greetings, salutations. Hey, Patrice. You just walked in right on the ridiculous news segment. Greetings and salutations. Pure coincidence. Exactly. Pure coincidence that we have the cartilage incident. Yeah, right. The birth defect. So yeah. This is going to be a slippery slope, and I've said it. Where is this going to end? Where is this going to have a boundary? Where is this going to be enforced? How is this going to be enforced? We spoke about this a little bit when we were speaking about the gender non-conforming gender passport. You know, someone signed X. The US has issued their first X passport. And so my concern is, again, and I mentioned it, how is this going to be enforced in school and in professional settings? That's all. I don't understand. I don't understand how we can have the freedom to choose a pronoun, but someone can't have the freedom to express a different idea about that same thing. So that is very interesting. I put it under ridiculous news because I think it was ridiculous. And I think that I'm with you, Blessed Reborn Spirit. He's going to get it. I think he should win. But let's see. Get on my nerves that I have to put a remix on my pronouns. Shaking my head. Yeah, I said it. Listen, it's coming to that. Because where it was just people's personal lives, it was their social media, it was their personal text messages or whatever it is, it's now literally going into professional settings and um official settings. And it's very funny that people can have the right, like I said, I'm going to absolutely repeat myself. It's interesting that people can have the freedom of choosing the genders, but then people don't have the freedom how they stand on their ground, on their beliefs. And so I said, when I said it before with the passports, this is a slippery slope. And as an educator, I don't even know, um this is just a pithy situation, I'll say it that way. The state of California are already implementing certain laws in school. Yeah. And it's going to roll over, especially if you live in a liberal state. Okay. um I probably don't have to worry about that here in Arizona. Probably not, because it's a very conservative state. But if you live in a liberal state, you absolutely, like California. Yeah. Natasha says that is ridiculous. In the second child eavesdropped on the conversation and the athlete got suspended for what they heard him say. Yes, Natasha, that was the other point. So I also think he was set up, because hearsay is one thing. That thing needed to be in writing. And so, I can tell you, as a teacher, as a coach, kids can get in trouble. Hearsay is hard to prove, but once they got that on social media, Snapchat or text messaging, that's where it went wrong or right, for depending on uh how you look at it. But yeah, it's a double standard as far as I'm concerned. And people are a lot of advocates for this is, you know their argument usually is, well, what is the harm? Mind your own business. But in a professional setting, your business then becomes my business. Okay. So, and then it's like, oh, separation of church and state. But then why can't we separate these other things? This is just crazy. My anatomy professor was continuously going back and forth with school officials about gender identification. He told them he is a biologist, not a science sociologist. He said, biology speaking, there's two genders. Oh, okay. He has spoken. And sound like he didn't back up. Sounds like shots were fired. I say and call people what I want to call them. And the little boy in this lawsuit said there's two genders. I said what I said. So we'll keep an eye out on this one, to see how this is going to go, because again, it's just, and I don't mean it in any disrespect, it's just a slippery slope. Like, where do we keep our boundaries for our personal freedoms, whether you agree with it or not? It can't just continue to go one-sided, just a free-for-all. And whether you agree with us or not, oh well. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Another part, let's move on. Let's just move on. Where we at? 44 minutes, perfect timing. The child tax credit. So the Biden administration is in a hot seat, in a sense, kind of really ticking a lot of people off, because the House social spending bill that was signed would cut the Social Security requirement for the child tax credit. So what does that mean? What's the big deal? Well, the House Democrats sweeping 1.75 trillion social spending bill will remove the requirement for people to receive that aid to have a valid social security number, potentially opening the way for illegal immigrants and their children to receive billions in benefits. So the provision is found on page 1647. Now, y'all remember when I was reporting on this bill, I said I have not read it. Most people have not combed through every page of a bill. And I didn't really want to speak to it too much, but because I know I didn't read it and I knew it was going to be this thick. And how could I ever finish it in time to talk about it? So anyway, his Build Back Better Act, which is what it's called, would call for this this Social Security requirement to be voided. No credit shall be allowed under this section to a taxpayer with respect to any qualifying child unless the taxpayer includes the Social Security number of such child on the tax return for that taxable year. So that's how the code reads right now. But it's now stated that in that bill, it's going to open up billions of dollars to people. Real talk, that royal blue is fabulous on you, honey. Thank you, Adrian. How you doing, girl? Hope you're doing good. Anybody got a couple of kids I can borrow until the end of the year? Hell, it sounds like you don't even need to prove you got the kids because you don't need a Social Security number. I'm just saying. Okay? Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. That's what it's looking like to me. Let me flicker Miss Allegedly. So what else is next? What else is next on the news? Well, good news for those of you that enjoy going to New York City, doing the little New Year's Eve 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've done it a couple of times. Can't pay me to go back and do it again. Number one, it's too crowded. Number two, absolutely cold. It's too cold. Okay. Well, the New York New Year's Eve celebration is making headlines and making news because if you want to attend the New Year's Eve celebration in Times Square, you now must be fully vaccinated. Okay. New Year's Eve will look a little more normal this year in New York City after Mayor Bill Belasco announced on Tuesday that those fully vaccinated will be allowed to attend the iconic ball drop. Last year's celebration had a limited crowd for obvious reasons, with precautions, with space and everything. But and then I think it was the first responders were in the little pods. I hate the pods. But the Blasco says, along with Times Square Alliance, that the celebration to kick off 2022 will have full attendance this year. A big, strong, full-strength celebration. It's coming back to New Year's Eve in Times Square. It's an exciting time, I must admit. It's exciting to be there. If we ever to go back and do that, I just get a room along Times Square instead of getting a room somewhere else and then traveling down there or whatever. It's absolutely cold and you have to stay there and stand there and hold your spot. And it's not fun, and I can't imagine doing it anymore. So for the kids that are age 5 and older, will have to provide proof of vaccination along with the valid photo ID to be admitted into the area. Those under the age of 5 unable to receive the vaccine must be accompanied by a vaccinated adult, and they must wear face coverings at all times. If someone over the age of 5 is not vaccinated because of a disability, they must provide proof of that. And they have to take a COVID-19 test within 72 hours prior to going to New York City. So there's a whole lot of stipulations if you want to join this celebration. A lot of people are excited. Some people are nervous. Some people are like, oh no, I wouldn't be caught. And so those of you that watch it every year, you will see a larger crowd this year. That's good news. Blessed Reborn Spirit said, I do not do cold. Me either. Not at all. Chi-Town King, I do like a more conservative state like AZ now that I'm experiencing it. I don't mind it. What's up, Chi-Town Queen? They Chi-Town in each other. Anybody got a couple of kids that I can borrow? So anyway, y'all, that is the news. If you want to go see the ball drop, I've done it one time or a couple of times too many. And after living here, I'm with you, Blessed Reborn Spirit. Ooh, Lord, I don't miss them cold New York. Speaking of cold New York, this is just a sidebar. I didn't get a graphic for that, but parts of Washington State is flooding and flooding badly. That's something else I didn't hear about. And I saw a video of somebody that was in their home and the water was like they had to be rescued. And so I was like, oh, wow. And then my friends in Northern New York, shout out to you guys, Fort Drum, you have received your first snow. And so y'all already know, first snow Thanksgiving, y'all gonna be cranking that lake effect from now until freaking April. God bless you. Shout out to you guys. Vaughn says, I don't miss the snow at all. I must say that. Nope. I don't miss cold. Chicago is another one. I've been to Chicago. Cold, 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 cold. Listen, cold, cold, cold. So the next few stories we're going to end on is talking about the White House a bit. And so I want to get you guys' opinion on what you think is going on. And let's talk about it a little bit before I head out. We got a few minutes. So this we know is President Joe Biden and Kamala. And what is it? Last week, we got a little rumors that there was some contention in the Biden and Harris camps amongst them both. And as I stated yesterday, we're just talking, but we all should know and have been living long enough to know the truth will never come out until both of them are out of office and then they hate each other again. Because literally, it's so weird to me. And it's not just Biden and Harris. We see it Republican side, Democratic side. As they're running to try to be the forerunner for presidency, they're the worst enemies. They pull out every nasty fact about the person. And then the minute the one person is the forerunner, so in this case, it would be Biden, then all of a sudden, oh, well, he's a good guy. Well, I was just kidding. They don't even say I was just kidding. It's just all of a sudden, can you be my running mate? Yeah. So I don't trust these people one way or another. But for the sake of conversation, because there are a lot of people that believe that there are that the story is taking place unfairly to Kamala Harris. And so, or Kamala, is it Kamala? I can't remember. Lord help me. I always say Kamala, so it must be Kamala. Bitterness, irritation. CNN publishes mother of all Kamala Harris's exposés. So, CNN publishes this article, taking serious jabs at Harris, her performance. This was on Sunday, right? And so they were saying, according to the CNN, there's a growing bitterness between the respective teams of Biden and Harris. The situation is becoming like a back and forth of irritations. And, again, to put it briefly, a lot of people are just saying, you know what, here we go with this women not being compliant, angry Black woman narrative. Do y'all think that this is merited, like they are going at it, or it's the stereotypical media routine that they usually do to women in power, but especially Black women in power? I was listening to someone last night and they were saying, there's no, like you, and we said it on here, we don't even see Harris. She went to France. She went somewhere. Don't quote me. She went somewhere, had a great trip, did a great negotiation, no media coverage. And the person was talking about that last night. Had there been another VP, it would be like, oh, big deal. Is this a female thing? Is this a Black female thing? What the heck is going on? So after Sunday, the White House had an incident where it appears that she was being snubbed. So what's the incident? There was so at the White House, Biden spoke, and then it was supposed to be Harris and then someone else. Well, the announcer completely skipped over her and said, okay, let's pretend the guy's name is James. Now on to James. Let's let James speak. And Harris is heard on the mic going, not just yet. I need to speak, basically. And so, of course, on the heels of Sunday's article where there's contention and we don't want to hear from her, that happened. So now people's spidey senses are up and people are sensitive. You got two different camps going, it's not fair, because the truth of the matter is, one thing I do know, they do like to paint brown and Black women, but especially Black women, into this angry Black woman or attitudinal woman. And I know that for a fact. So after that gaffe, the White House sent out notice and they were like, listen, we're going to rally around Kamala Harris after the reports of dysfunction was reported in the West Wing. And so the White House rallied around Vice President Kamala Harris Monday after news media reports of discord between her office and that of President Joe Biden. The president relies on the vice president for advice for her counsel, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said when asked about Biden during the press conference. She said Harris is tackling challenging issues and not looking for a cushy role as vice president. And so this comes days after that, like I said, the Sunday article, then the snub, and then just the rumors. And then now, a lot of people are really up in arms about this relationship that seems to be going haywire. Let me see what you guys have to say. Listen, Natasha, Kamala. So it is Kamala. I see my mouth say Kamala. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, Naruto. Okay. Patrice says, I actually met Kamala in Nevada when she was running for president. I don't care for her politics, but I must say she's gorgeous in person. I didn't shake her hand, nor did I take a picture with her. Okay. That's good to know. Didn't know they hated each other. I'm not gonna say hated, but they say it's a little shade. Bye, Felicia. Insert ball drop where Felicia is. Also, I have a lot of doll babies I might claim with this new no social thingy. Listen, we'll be like how the dude did with the POV lane, had them dolls dressed up. Come on now. Meanwhile, in cold Montreal, yeah. So yeah. So tell me, let's talk about it for a second. I'm hanging up the phone with y'all here in a second. But is there some merit? Do you think there's some merit? Do you think that there's some tensions between the two? Or, like they said, is it political, the typical political stuff? Because let's be honest, when they were debating each other, she was not a complete fan of Biden. And none of us have forgotten that. So much so when he said, hey, be my running mate, some people were like, okay, but you just said he was the worst thing since cornflakes. So who knows? They're making sure she never has a chance for running for president. Dems nor Repubs are trying to have that. Yeah. They said we let Obama happen. We're not gonna let a Harris happen. She saw my thunder. Hope you enjoyed the show today. I hope you did enjoy the show today. I didn't give her nothing today. Look, she gets nothing today. Just kidding. Just kidding. Listen, if you're talented, you're gonna find what you're looking for in what you're looking for. Okay. So anyway, my friends, if you're catching a replay, let me know what you think about all these stories, but specifically this one. Do you think there's actually tension in the camp? Do you think that her vice presidency is kind of par for the course? Or is she doing what the rest of them did? I was listening to, who was I listening to last night? Someone. And a lot of people, and a lot of you said here on this live, like, we do not see her. I don't have an opinion. And I know for me, that's me. Like, I don't have an opinion because I don't see her enough to have one. So that's on that. So hope you guys, let me see what's going on. So the Rittenhouse, let me remove this. The Rittenhouse case is not in closing arguments. It is in jury deliberations. And so as of the last time that I checked, they hadn't come back with anything. And so that was like at 3 when I came in here to do my show. So maybe tomorrow. As far as the McMichaels case is concerned, it appears that judge is really, really, really aggravated with the defense because they will not let this whole notion of the pastors coming in support of the family. One of they submitted, so to speak, last they petitioned the court for a mistrial because his mom cried in court. So they are, I'm telling you, digging for straws at this point to make something happen. But the judge really seems to be fair. He's like, listen, I don't know what you're trying to pull. Well, the commentators, the people with the really, really smart parts are like, you know what? What he's trying to do is set things up for a mistrial. What he's trying to do with petitioning the court for all these things is when and if his client allegedly is found guilty on any of the counts, he can come back and say, hey, it was a mistrial. We had people intimidating the jury. We had people the pastors were intimidating. Well, here's the thing. I told you guys that on Friday, he thought Reverend Jackson and said, well, since you called me, since you sent for me, I'm here. So he sat in the courtroom, and that's when the defense lost it again. Well, I told y'all. It's being reported that the pastors are like, oh, you think that was a lot? I think that there's going to be a demonstration on Thursday. Allegedly, is what I heard. The pastors are ready to be petty. Petty pastors. I don't know what the defense is going to do. But everyone is and including the judge seems to be really hip to what this defense attorney is trying to do. He's trying to paint a narrative, and it's not going to work. So, and here's the thing, for those of you that are team defense attorney and, oh, how many pastors can a person have? It is clear. Here's the funny. It is clear this person has never attended a Black church. Because I'm here to tell you, there are an abundance of pastors at a Black church. Now, I don't know about it. Well, I do know about white, predominantly white churches, but I will say this because that was to his point. That's why I'm saying it. You don't get to say, first of all, I want a mistrial because the victim's mom is crying. First of all, that's ludicrous. And the judge said something to that as well. But then also for you to he's got to come with something else. But this is a trick up his sleeve. I don't think it's going to work. I believe I told them to go sit down somewhere yesterday. Girl, they tried it again today. The judge told him, listen, I see what you're trying to do. Enough already. Natasha, I often clip people's funny moments. So I'll be going this live later to find out. Okay. Exactly, Melissa. Or he'll most likely get off. Shaking my head. Well, y'all, this is America. This is our judicial system. And so, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Snowflakes falling. Hope you all got it. We'll stop by your channel later. Yeah. I'm at rehearsal now, but I was just making stuffed bread for dinner. Nice. I don't know what I'm making for dinner. That's why I got to get off this live. I know what I asked him to bring back so I can cook, but we shall see. So anyway, my friends, as always, thank you for being such great supporters, always coming in and just really showing your girl some love, support. I don't take it lightly at all. Make sure that where is it? That's my name. Let's put my name back up. Here we go. Make sure that you like the video, that's the least that you can do. It kind of lets YouTube know, like, hey, people watched and they liked it. So with that being said, as I always say, be kind to each other for no apparent reason at all. And if there's someone that you just really can't stand, just leave them alone, child. Don't waste your blood pressure and get your blood pressure up rather over something and someone that really just doesn't matter. Okay, just do that. So with that being said, y'all know.